Hey guys, be sure to press like and subscribe. Today we're going to be talking about mosquitoes, insects, snakes, and all kinds of other fun stuff that are really bad for your health in the Philippines. Okay, I wanted to read this here. It says what animal kills the most humans per year, and this also includes insects and stuff. So it says mosquitoes. Mosquitoes kill 1 million people per year. And humans kill 475,000 people per year. It says homicides only. Just in homicides only. Okay? And snakes kill 50,000. All right? And as far as mosquitoes, it affects 700 million people per year with their bites. Now, I've been a victim of this myself, but this includes dengue, Zika, West Nile, things like that. And most of these are in the Philippines. And also it can cause cellulitis like it did with myself. And I've had 3 bouts of cellulitis already, so I know how bad it can be. And once you get it, you're more likely to get it. I think it tends to stay in your system and it bounces back whenever it feels like. I think it's almost like a disease that keeps coming back. But that's just my thoughts. Maybe they can get rid of it, but I haven't been able to get rid of it totally because I've had it 3 times so far. And every time I think it's gone, it starts coming back. And I take vitamin C, zinc, and all that good stuff. Tons of vitamins, and everything. And the other thing is, guys, a lot of you guys are asking me, like, what are the insects like in the Philippines over here? And I'm going to tell you. If you put a door sweep on your door, okay, on all your doors, and you make sure all your windows are sealed, and you don't leave your windows open, and you have AC, your house is pretty much going to be insect-free, with the exception of maybe ants and stuff like that. But make sure you put door sweeps on. And also you put the foam around your door so that nothing can get into your house. Because if you don't have that foam around your door, then your house is going to get a few insects here and there. But that'll keep most of the ants and things out. Also, you want to pour bleach down your drains every once in a while. If it's just a drain going to the outside from your shower or something like that, pour bleach down there on occasion just so you get, and make sure you have the cover on there so you don't get little rodents or snakes coming up through there. And I had somebody ask me about, do they have to worry about sitting on the toilet and having a snake come up and bite them? No, it's not that bad here. Snakes, my girlfriend probably kills about maybe 2 snakes a year over here. We don't know if they're poisonous or not. We just kill them, so that's the end of that. But as far as mosquito nets over here, every once in a while, yeah, you probably have like 1 or 2 mosquitoes flying, at least around here at night in my room. We might have 1 or 2 mosquitoes flying around, but there's mosquitoes that usually don't bite you. They're too small to bite you. But sometimes you do have some that will bite you. And you can get these little things, they're like a vacuum, and it has a light on it, and it sucks the mosquito in there, but they don't work too well. It's better to get the zappers, and you won't hear too many zaps. You might hear 1 or 2 zaps during the night when a mosquito goes over and heads to the zapper, and then boom, they're gone. And don't get a cheap one. Get a good one. But anyway, the door sweeps are, you definitely need that though, because that keeps out rodents, keeps out bugs, keeps out cockroaches, things like that. We don't have much of a problem over here with cockroaches, guys. If you seal up your house really good, it'll keep them out. And if you do get them, just put some boric acid on the floor. You can get boric acid on Lazada, okay? You can find that on Lazada. At least they used to have it. I know as of the other day they still had it on there, okay? Usually at night, we get about 1 hour of mosquitoes, okay? It's usually between like 5 and 6. Maybe it might be 2 hours and last till 7. And it's just, that's not too bad. But anyway, I want to read this here off about poisonous snakes in the Philippines and what we got here. We got the Wagler's pit viper. We got the king cobra. And then I'm going to get into how dangerous it is here. Yellow-lipped sea crate, equatorial spitting cobra, the Lake Taal snake, which I never knew about, so it must be something that's pretty much all around like Lake Taal. The Palawan long-glanded coral snake, okay? So some of these are like ocean-going snakes, it sounds like. And the Philippine cobra, the deadliest snake in the Philippines. Now, I'm not so sure that the Philippine cobra is the deadliest snake in the Philippines because the king cobra kills you in 10 minutes, okay? So I kind of disagree with that, because if a snake can kill you in 10 minutes and doesn't give you time to get to the hospital, I'd be more worried about the king cobra, which do exist here, by the way. And it says, I'll read this from something online that I got. The king cobra, species Ophiophagus hanna, can kill you the fastest of any snake in under 10 minutes. A king cobra is capable of killing people at least as fast as any other highly venomous snake, and possibly faster than any other snake. So there you go. 10 minutes is pretty fast. And if you want to die faster so you don't suffer, run. That's what they say, because it's not a good death. In the Philippines, death by snake bites per year have been estimated to be around 250 people in the Philippines die from snake bites. Now that doesn't even include how many people were actually bit, because you can get the anti-venom here in the Philippines and stuff like that at some hospitals. Some hospitals have it. You may want to check, if you guys live out in the provinces, if your local hospital has anti-venom there so that you can get it. God forbid something happens, okay? Now let me read this. The effect of bites on humans from snakes, okay? Now, the most important factor in surviving following a severe envenomation is the time lapse between the bite and the treatment. Okay, it says most deaths occur between 6 to 48 hours after the bite, okay? If anti-venom treatment is given within 2 hours of the bite, the probability of recovery is greater than 99%. So there you go, guys. So you get a 99% recovery rate if they have anti-venom around. If they don't, you're going to die within 6 to 48 hours, and you need to get it within 2 hours usually. So just, keep that in mind, guys, when if you're going someplace out in the provinces, check in your hospitals. Go to your hospitals, talk to them, ask questions, because you're going to be living there. And there's the possibility you could be working out in a rice field or something like that, and you might get bitten. And I go to the hospital here and I ask questions. I'm not ashamed to ask questions here. You should be asking questions, if anything, And make sure, guys, I know this is a different subject, but make sure you get updated on your vaccinations, because some of your vaccinations that you got when you were a child need to be updated. So that's another thing too. But that's a whole video all by itself, which we have done, I believe. It's and Hep B is the big one that you want to get vaccinated against. But I don't want to get off track here too much. But anyway, the other thing is spiders, okay? Spiders are a big issue over here. They're not poisonous. There's not if they are, it's like they're not going to kill you. But spiders over here, like they're just big, and they're kind of aggressive too, because they jump on you. I had a spider that was probably like about 7 inches wide jump on me from the top of a cabinet down on top of me, and I didn't know it was there until I felt something on my head, and I touched my head, and then I knew I was touching a spider, and I flicked it on the floor, and the thing ran off, and it was a good-sized spider. They're scary, and I hate, I'll be honest with you, I hate spiders more than I do snakes. Unless the snake's got me trapped in a corner or something like that somewhere. But anyway, also, guys, you have geckos over here, and the geckos get rid of a lot of these insects and stuff on the wall. So don't be afraid to let the geckos stay in your house. They're not bad. You got to wipe the walls where they poop once in a while or something like that. But it's not a bad thing. So, don't kill them if you because they run fast anyway. You're not gonna be able to catch them. Just let them be. Unless there's too many of them in your house, then you might want to kill them, because it makes a mess, but it just drips down the wall, and you just wipe the wall once in a while. But anyway, guys, the other thing I want to touch on is jellyfish, okay? And they have box jellyfish here when you go swimming. So not only do you have to worry about sea snakes, but you have to worry about box jellyfish. But the sea snakes you really don't see in the ocean that much. Unless you're out there scuba diving or something like that, you don't have to worry too much, Box jellyfish has been known as the world's most venomous creature, it says, although there are only a few deaths recorded in the Philippines. Let me tell you something about jellyfish here. I went to a beach here down in Ternate, and the beach had jellyfish everywhere, literally everywhere in the water. Now, they weren't box jellyfish, but they're just the same. Make sure you carry some vinegar, a small bottle of vinegar you can pour on it. And if you get stung by a box jellyfish, I think they say you use warm water, like almost hot if you can, but not enough to burn your skin or whatever. You use that, okay? And you use a little bit of vinegar too. That's what I read online anyway. And look that up before, just to verify it or whatever. But anyway, that's something to talk about. the box jellyfish, I've actually seen these things in the water, okay, down in Batangas. They're not that common. I saw a baby one, okay, and the baby one was just kind of floating by me. I just happened to be lucky enough to see it in the water. So they are around, okay, they are around. Be careful, be aware, you know, and try to swim in clear water. Wherever there's waves and the water churns a little bit and it's brown and you can't see the bottom, I wouldn't go in the water there, because the chances are there's a good chance that there's jellyfish that you're not going to see. And these things that have tentacles that you can't see, that go out 10 feet behind them sometimes, and you can't see it because you can see right through those tentacles, okay? So just be really, really careful. There's other things around here you have to worry about, but most of these things you really don't have to worry about too much, you know, as long as you're aware of what's going on. Spiders around here, you know, as much as I hate them, they're not a big concern, because there's not really any big poisonous spiders in the Philippines that you have to worry about too much. There are some coming in, they said, through fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, but they haven't had the chance to really get out there much. You know, when you buy grapes and stuff, you might want to check for, like, depending on where the grapes come from, check for black widows. Black widows love grapes, so make sure you look in it. There's no eggs or anything like that can hatch in your house or whatever. Make sure you wash them really good. You check them, things like that. But anyway, guys, remember, if you put a door sweep on your door, you'll pretty much be safe from snakes, rodents, and big cockroaches, things like that. Cockroaches can still get in through little cracks, but it'd be smaller ones. The bigger ones are the ones you got to worry about, because those are the ones that are going to have the babies and stuff like that. But our house, we don't see any insects in there. Partially because of the AC, the doors, the doors and windows are always closed. We have the door sweep. We have the foam around the door. You know, the first, I'll say like about 4 to 6 months, we killed off all the insects that were in the house. We got rid of them all, you know. And after that, we barely see insects. Maybe ants once in a while, because ants, they get in no matter what. But do we have a big problem with ants? No. Our neighbors had a problem with ants in their bed. So they sprayed the bed and then they aired it out, and then no more problems, you know. But that's because somebody was eating in the bed or something like that, so they had a ton of ants go onto the bed, and it was really, really bad. They were getting bitten at night and everything. So you do want to be aware of where you eat and stuff like that, guys, because of the ants. Don't eat in your bed. Don't eat any on a chair, like a lounge chair or a sofa or something like that, because you're just inviting a problem. You know, you're really inviting a problem. But anyway, guys, God bless. Take care. I hope that helps, guys, because I've had a few people ask me about that. Oh, and by the way, don't worry too much about bats outside your house and stuff like that. Those are actually good creatures to have, unless there's a whole bunch of them out there and you need to get them out, you know. And if you see a big fruit bat sitting out in front of your house, don't worry about those either. They're harmless, you know, but they look kind of like a gargoyle, and they're kind of scary looking, but they're harmless, you know. And you don't see them that much, but I have seen them fly by here a few times, and they're kind of cool to watch. You know, they look like a flying fox, actually, but they're kind of cool. But anyway, guys, God bless. Take care.